Had like the worst Gojek ride. Anyway. Okay, some of the key takeaways that I got is that consistency is key. Things happen in the day, we have thoughts, we have feelings. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm here at Ulu. I'm about to surf. I'm actually really not sure how big it is. And my kind of biggest board is a 5'8". It's supposed to be 6 to 10 foot. And my next size up is a 7'2". So, and guess what? Today is my 20th day in a row vlogging, filming. So I feel pretty good for that. I need to later this afternoon or this evening sit down and give an update of how my 5-day challenge went. Bommy is kind of breaking here. No, Bommy's not. Baby Bommy is. Okay, I see some sets coming more like at secrets, and then I should come to main. It's only 14 seconds today, but actually the forecast is 6 to 10 feet. Hope that you're all having a beautiful weekend. Okay, actually the issue is that it is high tide right now. It looks a bit fat. It's not really happening yet at main. However, I have a nail appointment this afternoon in Canggu, and then I'm meeting a friend after. And this morning I just didn't wake up early enough to get in the water, so that's why I'm here at this time. Hello? Hi, I finished my nail appointment and I had like zero time because I puddled up and had a few takeoffs from Mommy, and then I came home, quickly showered, and then ate a quick bowl of oats, and then I got the Gojek. Had like the worst Gojek ride. Anyway, got here, fixed my nail, and I'm actually just walking to the pharmacy, but afterwards I'm meeting my friend Kate for coffee. So yeah, I'm in Canggu. There's actually quite a lot of traffic here. It's the weekend. I will have to do more of a sit down talk when I get back, because now I am here. Oh, and I'm like not on a good side of the road right now. Okay, we'll go here. Hi, good evening. It is currently 8:37 p.m. and I got back to my home about not even like 20 minutes ago. And fortunately, when I was on the Gojek bike, I was able to order my dinner. I was in Canggu and then I was hanging out with my friend Kate. I didn't even make any content because we hadn't seen each other for a few months. So we really had lots to catch up on and talk about. And then I got the Gojek back and now I am here. Today's actually, I think I mentioned this earlier this morning, today's actually my 20th day creating content consecutively in a row. Oh, here I have a salad from Salad Lab with some bread. I also have a kombucha here. Actually, what I've been really liking now for my combination of salad, there's lettuce, beetroot hummus, roasted chickpeas. There is cucumber, red cabbage, baby romaine, boiled potato, and I'm actually really liking the beetroot hummus. It's really fun too because it's a pink color. I'm actually going to eat this and then I will go to my office and I'm going to do a quick check-in for today, and I'm going to give actually like a review of how my 5-day challenge went. I'm not even going to tell you what time it is. This is one thing that I have learned from the 5-day 5 a.m. challenge and also 20 days in a row vlogging, filming, is that of an evening, I get really tired, like really tired. I wanted to right now share with you some of my reflections from the 5 a.m. 5-day challenge, which I started Monday. I believe that it was the Monday, the 29th of July. It finished on Friday the 2nd. It is currently Sunday evening right now. Okay, some of the key takeaways that I got is that
consistency is key. I truly believe, and if you remember, if you have been following this series, there were some very specific key areas that I was focusing on for the 5 days. And really, this was a way for me to drop into my own discipline, my own consistency, to be living in alignment with my values. It was really a place for me so that I could continue to evolve into the best version of myself. And I definitely feel that with the 5 days and the certain key areas which I was focusing on, I very much feel a shift in my energy and a shift in my mindset. And it's also really allowed for me now to kickstart those key areas, to reignite those key areas which I was focusing on. And now for me to continue to practice some of the areas which I was focusing on, if that makes sense. And here's the thing, I wasn't able to, because I wrote a document at the beginning and I set my intentions. I will definitely say that the week, it wasn't perfect. I didn't do absolutely everything every day. However, I am definitely with that. This was a challenge for myself that I set for myself. And for me, I was obviously the main person keeping myself accountable. And of course, by myself filming these vlogs and these videos, it's also a way to stay accountable to you. And I really do hope that you have also followed along and you are thinking that you will do the challenge for yourself, or there was some area of the challenge that I was doing that you felt inspired by to be able to adapt and adopt into your own life, into your own routine, into your own healthy spiritual wellness practices. Okay, so if you are plugging into the video for the first time, I had set myself the challenge to follow the 20-20-20 formula, which Robin Sharma had laid out in the 5 a.m. club book, which he had written. And basically the challenge, the book is about, and obviously what I was basing my challenge off, was to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Now, for the first 2 mornings, I still woke up at 6:30. The alarms went off at 5 a.m. and I really wasn't able to get out of bed and I snoozed so many times. However, by the Wednesday of the week, so we had swell that morning and I actually did wake up around 5 and I actually had an early surf. Then for the Thursday, Friday, and now today, Sunday, actually, I slept in again till 6:30. However, on the Friday and the Saturday, I was able to, I snoozed maybe once or twice. That's definitely something that I still need to work on for myself. However, I was already up in bed. I was already starting to read or get the day going. And even this morning, I could have gotten out of bed, but I thought, ooh, it's Sunday, I'm gonna sleep in. However, this is now a practice that I definitely wish to continue to work towards, is still waking up around 5 or 5:30, because in the morning, it is the most sacred, beautiful time of the morning. It is quiet, and they actually say, the ancient yogis say, that the hours between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. is actually the most sacred and special time of the day. And that's the most wonderful time to be involved with your spiritual practices. However, the Robin Sharma's 20-20 formula, it was to obviously wake up at 5 a.m. and then it was the 3 areas to focus on was move, reflect, and grow. So for me, I did my yoga practice. That was my moving, except on the Wednesday and Thursday, or the Wednesday and Thursday. I believe that I didn't. The Wednesday I didn't. No, Wednesday and Thursday. Friday I actually didn't do my yoga practice. But for the 4 out of the 5 mornings, I definitely did my yoga practice. And my yoga practice was only 20 minutes. Now, for the reflect, I think for all of the 5 days, I read 4 out of the 5 days, and I also finished reading the Psychology of Money book, Morgan Housel. I had mentioned earlier in a video before that I needed to reread that book because I actually picked up that book in March, and then I was reading it, and then I actually hadn't picked it up for quite a few months, and now I just finished it. However, I was really able to hit one of my goals to finish a book. That was actually one of my goals for the 21-day vlog challenge that I'm still in right now. And I have started reading another book, and I really love reading in the morning. I do also enjoy reading of a nighttime, but I think reading any time of the day is wonderful. But I actually really like waking up in the morning and grabbing a book first thing. And then every day I was able to meditate. So I was actually following for the 5 days. I also was focusing on 5 different areas. And then they were the topics or the key areas which I was sharing about every day. Now, I again was only able to hit 4 out of the 5 key areas because there was a video where I really wanted to share with you about the importance of a nighttime routine, an evening routine, so that you are able to optimize your sleep. I still need to actually film an evening routine. So that is something that actually I haven't filmed. So I will get to that. However, of an evening, I still was able to wash my face and shower and sit down and do a meditation. So yeah, I was pretty much, I would say, not even like the 80-20 rule. I was pretty much like the 90-10 rule for all the areas that I focused on. So my 5 areas that I was focusing on for the 5 days was creating an evening routine so that I could optimize my sleep, reducing sugar, reading daily, transcendental meditation daily, which is actually for the TM method. You will meditate 2 sessions per day, and each session is for 20 minutes. Now, I wasn't able to do 20 minutes every morning and evening, which is what I was doing. However, I meditated every day and probably 4 out of the 5 days. All the sessions weren't all 20 minutes long. I think my shortest session was like 6 or 7 minutes, and then my longest session was 23 minutes. The TM method is doing the meditations with no music, no guidance, and I really enjoyed doing that meditation, and I'm going to, for now, like continue to practice the TM method. If you've also been following this channel, I have been involved with my spiritual practices for a couple of decades now. However, I was very focused with my meditation practice since 2020. I meditated before that, but it wasn't consistent. And I've gone through the journey of sometimes listening to a song, listening to guided meditations, practicing the TM method, just sitting there with eyes closed. So I have also experimented with different meditation practices. If you would like more information or for me to share more about, meditation, please leave in the comments that you would like some more information when it comes to meditation, because definitely when I come out of the TM session, the TM method, when I practice the TM method, I thrive. For me, it's the time of the day when I am able to shut out from the outside world and really connect in. It's quiet, and there's this place for you that you want to get to, the place of this like restful alertness. And it's actually being, and I shared about this in the meditation video, it's actually at a place where you're not forcing yourself to stop thoughts, but you're merely just observing that the thoughts are there, but you're allowing yourself to be in this very calm, grounded, aligned, centered state of being, conscious state of being. However, you're still aware and present. So I really, and I feel that with this whole challenge and this past week, and with the meditation, because I wasn't meditating every day, and this week I have, and I definitely feel a shift in my energy. That was one of the key areas. I'm sorry, I just got very passionate about sharing about that. And decluttering. So the 5 key areas which I focused on again was an evening routine to optimize my sleep, reducing sugar intake, reading daily, which was either 20 minutes per day or 10 pages per day, decluttering, and transcendental meditation. So I really, really loved the decluttering day that I did, and actually it's given me also a kickstart that there are different areas in my house that I need to continue. I was basing my decluttering off the KonMari method, the what's her name? The Marie Kondo method, and it's based off, because she's Japanese, it was basing off that instead of going room by room, you were starting with like clothes and then books and then paperwork, sentimental items, and then other items. And I started with my clothes, and that actually took quite a long time. And I actually felt so good as well. Creating space, that felt so good. So I definitely have to do my books, I have to do papers, my home office, the kitchen. So I still have the rest of my villa to do. However, I really, really enjoyed that because I really, really do align with, if you're busy, if you have a busy mind, a busy lifestyle, a busy schedule, when you come home to your home space, I think it's really, really important to be able to have things organized and clutter-free, because that is then able to impact, your own mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic health, right? Your external world is actually a reflection of your internal world. So it's actually really beautiful to allow yourself to be able to show up as your best self and to show up as aligned and grounded. It's really wonderful to have your physical space be a reflection of that. And I can tell that, I'm pretty much neat and tidy. When I'm really, 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 really busy, I'm kind of coming and going and things are everywhere. However, I've always been someone that, if my house is also extra messy, it means I've been very, very busy, and I need to, it's also a sign just to really slow down and be mindful of the things that you do have, and how is there a place for everything. And again, that's really allowing yourself and to impact your own mind, your own self, your own energy, your own mental health. So that was about decluttering. I think my biggest challenge is that for me at the end of the day, because we had, in the middle of the week, we had 8 to 12 foot waves. It was quite a big day. It was 17 seconds. And I was definitely tired. The next day I was very tired. And that's always been something for me, to have that work-life balance. However, I noticed on the first 2 days, or maybe it was the Sunday and Monday before, I didn't surf. I didn't surf for about 4 days. And for me, if I don't allow myself to properly wind down at the end of the day, then my mind is still running and my energy is still pumping. And especially on big swell days, I feel like even at the end of the day, when I'm very, very tired, that I still have this vibration, this adrenaline running through my body. And so for me, that's a key area that's probably the most that I was not my strongest in focusing on. And it's something that I really need to be mindful of, is my evening routine, is allowing myself, my body, my energy, my mind to wind down at the end of the day. Otherwise, I don't sleep. I probably only slept 6 hours every night. I would have liked to have slept, at least between 7 to 9 hours, but I didn't. And also what I observed and what I learned about myself is that I'm a little bit slow starting in the morning. However, once I'm up, I'm going, because that's how I feel now with waking up early. However, at the end of the day is when I definitely do not have much energy. I'm recording this now and I am very tired. However, done is better than perfect. That's why I still wanted to record this video with my reflections. So I'm actually just going to make a separate video about, evening routine, and something also that I've been learning, because today is day 20, tomorrow will be day 21. And I also will do a reflection video about how I felt about creating content and being really focused back into my professional work, creating business again, and honing in with my creativity when it comes to all the things that I've been planning with my YouTube channel, with the podcast, with business, with other parts of marketing for business. And I can tell that like things are very challenging and hard when you have to step out of your comfort zone and you want to like start something new, or you want to break a habit, create new habits. And it always feels a little bit clunky and awkward and uncomfortable, and you're a little bit like, but that's the thing, like you can't have everything figured out. You actually learn as you go. And that's what I've learned in these 5 days, that actually when you just take the first step and you just start and you start to move through your day with what you need to do, whether it's your healthy routines, your what you eat, your sleeping. For me, it's like for business and marketing and creativity again, it's like once you actually start to take those steps, you actually begin to create that momentum. And it's then within the momentum of being in aligned and inspired action, then it's like you're already like moving in the forward motion of starting to really attain the goals and the intentions that you set for yourself. And I definitely feel that, because I've had a flood in 5 days and now in almost 3 weeks of having a much more clear direction of creating my content and where I would like to take my business on, where I'd like to create different businesses online and my different streams of income online, and different things that I desire to create content around, ideas, and even like learning a lot of tech things. I had a lot of tech issues yesterday. There's a lot of cables going on here, as you can see. Okay, like this. This is just another technical problem. I am just trying to figure it out here. Yesterday, I'm not sure how my video ended because I had a very challenging day yesterday. And here's the thing, we are human. Life happens. We are emotional beings. I'm really emotional. Things happen in the day. We have thoughts, we have feelings. There are people, there is weather, like life is happening all around us. However, I think it's really key to stay in alignment with your vision and being in alignment with your values, and just like giving yourself grace and compassion that sometimes everything doesn't just go perfectly. And so what I've really learned through the 5-day challenge, and then with my 21-day challenge, is that it's just figuring it out as you go. And it's actually like we want to have everything figured out beforehand, but it just doesn't work like that. But when we get into that consistent, inspired, and aligned action, that's actually when everything starts to become a lot more clear. And there's energy. And then when you're like creating space and you're feeling creative and you're moving step by step, day by day, then things and your plans and intentions, then everything seems to start to fall into place. And if things haven't yet fallen into place, it's just that it hasn't like unfolded and manifested for you yet. And it's actually crazy. I got this message on Instagram today regarding like business, and the feelings and the thoughts that you're having about whether it's for love, for friendship, for wealth, for health, for business, for creativity, for surfing, for your hobbies, your passions, the universe is listening and is sensing and is attuning and picking up on the vibrations that we're giving off and the thoughts that we have. Because I was recently having some conversations with a friend of mine about the previous business model that I was involved with. And I've had just a new light when it comes to the business that I was involved with last year. And it's been pretty much almost a year, like 11 months since I stepped away from that business model. And it's only just now that I have reactivated a sensation and vibration that I feel within me, that I'm open again for allowing that in some way to flow with me through life, amongst the other plans and intentions that I have for my channel and my podcast. And then there are other business, professional, creative ideas that I have, which involved, of course, like more filming, more writing, more, showing up to voice my messages and my insights. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of that for when I do my wrap up reflection video when it comes to my 21-day vlog challenge. However, I really do hope that you have enjoyed everything that I have shared with you about the 5 a.m. 5-day challenge. Of course, if you desire to focus on this for yourself, please, I would love to know how you're doing. And if you have any other questions about any of this, please leave it in the comments section. And again, I'm going to end the video here. I thank you so much for watching this video to the end, if you got to the end. And I really do hope that you found some value and some vibe and some fun. Go ahead, if you are enjoying my content, hit the thumbs up and subscribe button for more. And I will see you next video. Bye.